From a cost-benefit perspective, drinks with high fructose corn syrup are probably the worst thing you can put into your body shy of cigarettes. They are addictive, offer no nutritional value, and are standing for the only liquid your body really needs, which is water. Now, the only thing they do offer plenty of is a substance known as high fructose corn syrup. Now, high fructose corn syrup is found in everything from bottled Starbucks lattes to just your typical soda pop. In a study paid for by the St. Louis University Liver Center and published in the American Journal of Physiology, high fructose corn syrup has been proven to cause insulin intolerance, which leads to diabetes. Diabetes is a crippling disease, which according to the Center for Disease Control, currently plagues 29 million Americans, or more than 8% of our population. It is the leading cause of new blindness, non-traumatic limb amputations, and kidney failure. It is a major cause of heart disease and stroke, and is the 7th leading cause of death among Americans. Diabetes is a largely treatable disease and can be medicated with a regimen of several daily pills, daily insulin injections, and daily blood testing. However, it is far better to prevent than to treat, and the simple omission of high fructose corn syrup is far easier than the eventual medication diabetes necessitates. However, for many Americans, high fructose corn syrup is a way of life, and to stop consuming it is easier said than done. That's because such high-density caloric foods are addictive in that they stimulate an evolutionary trigger to consume as many calories with the least amount of effort. And most, if not all, addicts of high fructose corn syrup start young. For young people who have a natural sweet tooth, drinks with high fructose corn syrup are the most delicious liquids they can get their hands on. Some responsible parents keep these harmful substances out of their house and thus out of their children's hands. However, the kids can get it somewhere else, the very schools which are tasked with educating and raising their children while they are at work. At school, children can begin their high fructose corn syrup addiction unsupervised and carry a taste for the deadly substance into adulthood. America needs to act to curb this diabetes epidemic, which is costing insurance companies and the victims of diabetes millions, not to mention their lives. Drinks with high fructose corn syrup and other artificial sweeteners are addictive, and like other addictive substances, which cause health epidemics later in life, such as cigarettes, the only way to curb the adult population's use of this substance is by stopping the development of the addiction in our youth. The most logical first step for the American government would be to pass legislation banning outright the sale of sugary drinks, the sale of sugary beverages in all private and public grade schools, allowing children to learn in an environment free from a potentially lethal substance. Now, I'm aware that many schools receive subsidies from the makers of sugary beverages, which help support educational programs. So I'd add to the resolution that the amount of revenue denied to schools as a result of this legislation will be compensated for by the federal government, and that the money for this come from the subsidies that the American government provides to corn farmers to produce high fructose corn syrup. Now, by doing so, not only would schools not be forced to improve the health of their students by decreasing the quality of the students' education, but the loss in subsidies for corn manufacturers would raise the price of beverages with high fructose corn syrup for all consumers, thus making them less appealing for the entire American population.